Welcome to the Tim Castle Show, where I sit down with courageous individuals doing inspirational things around the world. Come with me on this journey, meet the people, I pull back the curtain, I find out who they really are. I started off building this podcast for my sons as something they could look back on later in life and see the conversations that their dad had with people that he respected and admired, but most of all, get the lessons. And now I'm sharing those lessons with you and the reasons that people have done things, the ambition, the passion, and the hardship, and their vulnerabilities. And I actually really enjoy it. This is one of the most special times as I get to sit down with people that I really would love to chat to and ask them the questions that are burning in my mind. If you are the same as me and you're pushing the limits and the edges of what you do, please like and subscribe to the show. It helps me tremendously to get new guests on the show and expand that reach so we can help more people together. The art of gratitude. So I'm going to show you, when you're grateful, how does this really manifest in your life? What are the things that you can do to speed up not only the good things in your life, the favor, the opportunities, but also magnify your influence? I want you to focus on what I call the ultimate combo. That is taking action and having gratitude for what you get to do. Now, you might have heard this phrase before. If you're struggling and you're annoyed and frustrated and you don't want to do something, you've heard this before. It's not what you have to do, it's what I get to do. I pour into this all the time. Gratitude and practicing gratitude is actually only real when you don't want to express gratitude. That's the practice of cultivating gratitude. It's when you don't want to do it. That's when it truly matters. It's easy to practice gratitude when we're winning in life and it feels like success is raining down on us and all the doors are open and we're just absolutely crushing it. That's easy. What gratitude really is doing it when we don't feel like it. And so the ultimate combo is being able to take action when we don't feel like it, whilst practicing gratitude when we don't feel like it. That's how you outperform. That's how you outcompete. That's how you stay in alignment and abundance with a wealth of opportunities that keep flowing. So taking that philosophy one step further, what does that really mean? Well, it means the opportunity has come on the table. CNBC wants to do an interview with you. And they're like, look, I'm going to send you the questions in advance. We're going to prep you. It's going to be great. You're going to have the best time. And yet you're a bit worried because this is your first time on TV. How am I going to come across to the audience? There's millions of people watching. This is a big opportunity. What if I blow it? The thing that you can do is take action on the preparation. Assume that no questions will be sent in advance. Assume that no one will give you a heads up. And the first time you meet the presenter is when the camera's rolling and you're sitting in front of them and they've done no research on you. Assume that, prepare for that scenario, whilst being so grateful that you get to have this opportunity, that you're completely okay with whatever happens on the day, that you're okay with failure. You're going to prepare like nobody's business. You're going to walk into that with an aura of energy, vitality, and a lightness that's free and easy so that you can speak your truth on camera as if it's not there. And you're going to treat your presenter with utmost respect, even if they're stressed, even if they couldn't care less about what you've got to say, even if they're provocative, you are going to approach them with grace because you've prepared for this moment. You will not be flustered. You will not be forgetting your lines because you're okay with failure and you're happy with your performance. So there's a gratitude just to have the opportunity. And whatever you do is going to increase the amplification of your message. It almost cannot be wrong. The only way is upside. And so when you have that intention, the whole pressure disappears. The whole disruption of the presenter not knowing what you do or who you are or why you're here or that they've got a bad hair day or that they got stuck in traffic or they had little sleep last night, none of that matters. What matters is that you're there to shine and to spread your message. I think a lot of people get hooked on this idea that they have to be perfect. With the rise of podcasts and the opportunities that are there for you to shine, there's this idea that we have to be perfect, that this is our one shot. Well, where does that really come from? It comes from a lack mindset. If this was our one shot and we have to be perfect, We're increasing the stakes to a point where it almost becomes unfun. And if it becomes unfun, do we really share from a place of passion? Do we really share from a place of authenticity? Or is it all staged, manicured, and not really authentic? And does it land flat because we're not connecting from our true sense of self? So if you're in this world and you're surrounded by opportunities like podcasts, say yes, prepare, and then go into it with an intention of gratitude. This is the ultimate combination. And you know what's more? If you can really hone in on the areas that you're strong in and take action in those areas that you're passionate about. So for me, I'm strong at business development. I'm strong at forming partnerships. I'm strong at getting people to say yes, even though they want to say no. I'm strong at forging and bridging the gap between where we want to be and where we are now. I'm strong at negotiating long-term partnerships and creating value and deals that survive through the tough times. I'm strong at forming relationships with new people I've never met yet. So if I know that I'm strong at that, why don't I focus on those things? Why don't I take action in those areas? Because I'm already passionate about them. I've increased my motivation on the days that I do not want to do those actions. I stay consistent with my process. And because I've got gratitude topping me up, keeping me buoyant, keeping me light and free and easy and spotting the opportunity, I can show up at a moment's notice and perform in a way that I feel honored the opportunity and the reward that life has given. Because life is a gift. Life is such a gift. We're here to make magic together, and it's only short. It's only a blip in the spectrum of time. So if every day is a gift, why are we treating it like we don't want to even be alive or exist today? Why are we writing off the day just because we didn't have enough sleep, or that person was angry, or that bike cycled past us and nearly cut us off? Why are we letting those things take away from the gift? If you welcomed life like you welcome $1 million, or like you welcome your best friend or your family that you haven't seen for 2 years, if you welcomed life like that every day, do you think that you'd have more to be grateful for? When we recognize the good, life sends us more to be grateful for. So tap into this, the ultimate combo: action taking, a bias towards action, and the art of gratitude. You need to be cultivating that so that these two fuse together, and then from there, you're unstoppable. Okay, so we're at the end of the year. It's 2025, it's come to a close, and now you're reviewing the year. What I've got for you is an objection handling mastery course. This is going to help you elevate in 2026. This is the difference between going from average to world class. I'm going to show you the #1 way to master emotional control when you're triggered, when you're frustrated. Can you imagine what your life would look like if you could respond with clarity, leadership, and influence? Welcome to the Objection Handling Mastery course. This is how you're going to elevate in 2026 and get off to a flying start. I've put together this short course to make it happen for you. It's in 5 easy digestible modules that you can devour on a weekend and implement on Monday. This is the School of Success, my online learning platform that's going to help take you from average to world class.